Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast. It's a podcast. It's the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three stellar players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Hey, what's going on?
And Nate Brass.
That's me. Hello, Internet.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game published by Evil Hat Productions. Zach, you told me something recently that had me thinking. You said that you've been playing a lot of chess recently.
I've been playing some chess recently, yes.
So you lied when you said a lot of chess.
All right, a fair amount. More than I should be.
Do you think that makes you smarter than us?
No, especially if my ELO rating has anything to say about it.
Nice!
Well, it had me thinking, and this is like a dumb question. You know how people argue about whether, like, is a hot dog a sandwich? You know, it was that bullshit.
I would say yes.
It is a sandwich. That's the answer. We don't have to discuss it.
Here's my dumb question. Is chess a board game?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you play it on a board, but, like, if somebody said, let's play a board game, and then brought out a chess board, I'd be like, no.
I'd feel misled.
I honestly would be like, oh, cool. You want to play some chess? You're probably better than me if you brought out a chessboard.
But like, who the hell is like, who wants to play a board game and they take out chess? If you want to play chess, you say, hey, dude, who wants to play chess? It's like a board game, you know? And like, plus you can say, hey, bro, do you want to play a board game? If you bring out one option and the person says no, they're in their rights, man.
The question, who wants to play a board game, is for when you're about to introduce a new board game no one's ever heard of. Because you can't say who wants to play name of said board game.
Only for board game nerds.
But like, if you're going to pull out chess or Monopoly or something like that, like, I have to be told what I'm playing because that's a choice.
What a party where your options are chess or Monopoly.
I know, right?
Well, look, if somebody was saying that they want to play a board game and they brought chess out as one of like 5 options, I wouldn't be like, chess isn't a board game.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's absolutely a board game.
I agree.
Did you guys play a lot of board games when you were growing up?
Reasonable amount, I would say.
Yeah. We played a lot. You know, we played with the family. We get into giant arguments. It was great. I played chess with Zach
Lots
sometimes.
of trivia. Dom doesn't like chess.
I don't like chess. Because, like, when you play chess with your older brother, you always lose.
Right.
So, like, I remember I was playing chess with our editor one time, and Dom came over, and I think there was other people around the house or something. I don't know. But he was watching us for, like, about 5 minutes, and then he's like, all right, this is giving me PTSD. And then he just walked away.
One time I was with an at the time current girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, and we were visiting her grandfather in a nursing home. And for whatever reason, she and the rest of her family left, like leaving me alone with the grandfather that I barely knew.
Nice.
And he like took out a chessboard and insisted we play.
Oh, I love this.
And I like know the rules of chess. I don't know that I would say I know how to play chess. Does that make sense?
Oh,
totally.
Yeah.
And so like I'm probably playing the worst game of chess ever against this weird old man, and I can like smell his adult diaper being filled.
Oh no.
And it was truly an awful experience all around. And I lost the game too. I lost that game of chess.
That's such a sad story.
That's such a ridiculous request to have of a stranger.
Oh my gosh. But Zach, you said you played a lot of trivia growing up?
Yeah, we played, our mom loves trivia games.
Mm-hmm.
So we played a lot of trivia. I distinctly have a lot of memories of playing Disney Trivial Pursuit. I was pretty good at it. That was before they had too many movies for me to have seen.
See, that's the problem with Trivial Pursuit. We would play that with my family when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure the edition of Trivial Pursuit that we had was published 15 years before I was born. And so, like, there were a lot of questions about movies I'd never heard of, and the USSR when that was like a contemporary thing, and all of these, like the 68 Olympics or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's no good.
Well, our parents were always like really struggling because they had a problem with a lot of American bought trivia games because they're we don't know a lot of this stuff because we're not from America. Like, it's like, oh man, this would be way easier if there was some British pop culture about like, British TV shows and stuff in here instead of all these shows that we never watched.
Where are the Spice Girls questions?
Yeah, get at.
I don't understand. All these questions are talking about how there's more than 5 episodes in a series of television. It don't make any bloody sense.
Yeah, no,
dude, that's exactly what my dad talks like. That
yeah. Spot on.
Wow.
Yeah. Honestly,
I actually
should have had you call into school
to guest in this episode.
Oh, I should have known. I should have known.
Oh man, he flew out to Chicago just for you.
Yeah. Nate, as the youngest brother, I'm curious, were you always like forced to play the games that these guys wanted you to? Were you ever allowed to play what you actually wanted?
Yeah, because I was the youngest, so I would throw tantrums.
Yeah, he got 2 votes by being the youngest, and I had to just deal with it. You're the oldest.
Well, Zach, you got plenty of your way as well. Don't
yeah, I did.
Pretend
about
here,
different things,
Mr. First Child.
So really, Dom is the one who suffered.
Yes,
yeah, no,
yes.
I think
I think we can all agree on that.
I survived a lot in my childhood, and it just wasn't fair. And I deserve special treatment. Okay, that's my take. All right, start the episode.
Procyon sector. Our heroes have done what they came to Indri to do. They have rescued Crash Jordan from the cyborg grip of pirate Captain Thorn. But before they could retreat to safety, an old rival returned to reap revenge. The Hunter Razor, who hunts the hunters, has revealed himself. With a crew of mercs at his side, he stands in between Cypher, Gorpheus, and Jerry, and the sweet embrace of the Phoenix 13. So, you guys are in the Mighty Might Away factory. You have rescued Captain Crash Jordan, who Sparkles, the alien genius talking monkey, got safely aboard the Phoenix 13. But before the rest of you could get aboard the ship, lasers started firing from out into the factory. And Razor, the other hunter that you initially met on Akiti when you were hunting the Grand Phareniki in the first job you did, is here. And he is here to capture you and bring them back to the Sahir who wanted to see who the true best hunters were. We are going to pick up with Jerry. Because, Jerry, you are taking cover behind like a big metal crate that is on the loading bay of this factory floor. And there are 5 guys with high-powered laser rifles that are just opening fire, blasting and chipping away at your cover. It is only a matter of time before they either break through it or just use their advantage to corner you. What do you do?
Man, I'm starting to think hanging out with this Phoenix 13 crew wasn't such a good idea. All right. I already used my detonators.
Yeah, you have used a lot of equipment, Jerry. How much load do you have left?
Ooh, you know what? I'm actually exactly maxed out.
Oh, so you gotta make do with what you've got on you.
But it's okay, because I still got a couple relatively useful italics items.
True, and so you've got some stuff that doesn't count against your load, and you've got your gun on a drone.
And I'm wearing armor, or spacesuit. It's a spacesuit. I actually have a gun on a drone and my regular gun. I took 2 pistols.
Oh, great. So with all that in mind, what are you going to do as this group of hunters is starting to push in on you?
All right. So I'm going to, I'm going to control my drone to sneak around and try and flank them, and start providing me with some cover fire so I can jump to some better cover while I also shoot them. This is a war of attrition, baby.
That's a complicated thing that you're trying to do. Do you think what you want to try and focus on is just creating a distraction so you can get to a better position?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the main thing here. I'm trying to get my drone at another angle and start shooting at them so that I can run away, basically.
Okay, sounds good. I do need an action roll from you here.
All right. Would we say maybe skulk to move the thing around?
I think skulk works if the idea is you're trying to sneak away while this distraction is happening. So give me a desperate standard skulk roll. And don't forget to mark XP for the desperate roll.
You don't have any devil's bargains for me, do you?
Yeah, I do have a devil's bargain for you. I was waiting for someone to ask. If you recall, last episode, Gorpheus knocked Thorn into a pit, a vat of the chemicals. That was a great move. What I didn't say at the time, but I'm going to reveal now, is that marked 3 segments on the defeat Thorn clock, bringing that to a total of 7 out of 8.
Oh
shit.
Thorn is not yet truly defeated. Here's my devil's bargain for you. I'll give you a bonus die right now, but Thorn is about to burst on the scene.
Yeah, let's do it.
You son of a bitch.
All right, 5.
A 5. You do it, but there's a consequence. Here's what happens. Gorpheus and Cypher, you guys are hobbling into the loading bay, seeing all this. You see that Jerry is pinned down by Razor and 4 other dudes that are just blasting at the cover that he's hiding behind. you see that Jerry sends a little drone that flanks behind them and starts firing, mostly like at their feet. And it surprises them. They turn around, and Jerry is able to use the advantage to get away from that partially destroyed crate and behind a wall. And Jerry, like, you're able to start making a move closer to the Phoenix 13. In this moment of distraction, Gorpheus and Cypher, you two are able to start moving in that direction, getting close to Jerry. But then, Gorpheus, you feel this wave of anxiety wash over you, this malevolence that you feel. And you look behind you, and you see the half-burnt body that is now more cyborg parts than it is human flesh, of the scorched, rusted, nearly destroyed pirate Captain Thorn. And the complication here is that you see that his chest, his exposed cyborg chest, its central power core is like pulsating and overheating with red energy. He looks like he is about to explode. And in a factory that is creating chemicals that you know are extremely, extremely flammable, it is a matter of time before this entire portion of the planet goes up in flames.
Oh, no. Cypher, we gotta go. Do you got a gambit that, like, some kind of a last crazy move, something that we could get onto the ship and fly out of here?
I think you're going to have to way push me into Torrent so that I can try and stop him from exploding.
Well, no, wait, Cypher, then you can't stop him from exploding.
Turn off his robot parts and hold the explosion with my genius.
No, I can't do it. You're gonna die, Cypher. You will die.
All right. Well, okay. That was unexpected. I really thought we got him.
Okay. Can I get an idea of what the layout is here?
Yeah. First things first, though, before I do that, I just want to let you know I am starting a 6-segment clock that is Thorn Explodes.
Man, he gets 8 segments of health, but he gets only 6 segments for exploding.
I'm effectively ticking off the final segment of his health. He is going to die from this. But now it is a point of, can you get away before very, very bad things happen?
Before we commit a war crime and nuke the planet.
And I'm going to tick off 1 segment of the Thorn Explodes clock. The layout of this is it's the like loading bay, docking bay of this factory. The Phoenix 13 is parked on the far end of that. In between where you guys are and the Phoenix 13, you see Razor and his mercenaries that are one like shoots the drone out of the sky. And now they're like turning their attentions back to the rest of you. So you either have to go past them, or there is like, you can basically take the long way around, which there is a wall in between. So you can sort of duck, not instead of across the loading bay, around it and out to the other side.
So we're in a factory. Are there any forklifts?
Oh, baby, you know there's a forklift in here. It's a hover forklift.
I want a hotwire hover forklift.
To what end, if I can ask?
I've currently been kneecapped. I feel like that'll be a lot faster.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Forklifts can go, baby. They're quick.
Full speed on a forklift, yeah. Especially if you can hack into it and take off like the speed barriers.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely dangerous to go that fast on a forklift, but...
Sure. So I think that makes sense. Both Cypher and Gorpheus are both pretty badly injured right now. So trying to mitigate that with the hover forklift, I think works. Give me an action roll here.
Let's go with a hack roll. No, I feel I was hacking on Thorn. Let's go with Rig.
Yeah, I think Rig makes a little more sense. So you know what? Do you have any like tools or equipment you can use for this?
Oh, you know I do. I got Fine Mechanics Kit.
Okay, yeah, I was curious if it was fine or not. I think the fact that you have fine equipment means that you can potentially get great effect and like turbocharge this thing for a short time, but that might be all the time you need. So let's call this a desperate great rig roll.
You got a devil's bargain for me?
Yeah, I'll tick off one segment of the Thorn Explodes clock.
All right, it sounds pretty much like a freebie.
Let's do it.
Yeah? Okay. That is at 2 of 6 segments as he starts overheating even more.
That's a 6.
That is a 6. You do it without complications. So you, in a matter of moments, take out your tools, this big box, bulky toolkit, and you start just ripping things out, plugging things in, and very quickly, this hover forklift is purring like a kitten. And you are able to hop on board. And are you heading straight for the Phoenix 13? Do you want to try and charge into Razor and his guys? What's the idea here?
Gorpheus, how do you feel right now?
How do I feel? I mean, my arm is broken, and the cyborg that broke it is walking towards us, about to explode. I'm not feeling great, but, could be worse.
Jerry, are you on comms?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Are you almost ready?
Yep, we are just about to head to the Phoenix 13. Are you all good? Have you seen any new guests?
Well, there's a bunch of dudes shooting at me. Oh, and, yes, by the way, you heard that Razor guy, right?
Yeah, we heard that. Yeah.
Good. He seems to not like you. I don't know, yeah, alright. Well, you guys seem to have a lot of friends, huh?
We're a social crew, what can I say?
Yeah. Well, anyway.
I'm glad you've joined us, Jerry. I feel like you're gonna be here for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So how long you think it's gonna take you to get to the Phoenix 13? You need a ride?
Yes. There's a bunch of dudes chasing me with guns.
All right, send me your coordinates. I'm on the way.
I shoot him over the coordinates, which obviously we have on our little holo maps.
Yeah, in the corner of our screens.
You get the coordinates and you look up and you see Jerry a little bit ahead of you.
Yeah, pinned down. Okay, cool. Perfect. Jerry, we're gonna drive up. We need you to jump on.
Yeah, I totally jump on one of the forks. Like, I'm standing on one of the forks.
Yeah, for sure. Just don't miss, because you'll die.
No, it's okay. They're safety forks. They always use them at these big factories. OSHA requirements.
Yeah, we'll drive through, raise the forks so that Jerry can, like, grab one and then be raised too high for them to, like, grab at him as we drive through them.
Oh.
It'll be a perfect move.
That sounds like a perfect move. I am gonna need some kind of action roll for that.
From me or Jerry?
Oh, whoever wants to do it. I don't care.
I'll help
much.
if you want.
Yeah, give him help.
You helm us through this while I take 2 stress to help you.
Well, it's only 1 stress to aid.
That's right. Even better.
But you have to describe how you want to aid this way.
Easy.
As it's almost like you have to do like a U-turn. Cypher, you start speeding towards Jerry as the forklift raises. Gorpheus is like dangling off the back with his one good non-little non-broken arm, and as the fork raises, you're able to grab onto it and get carried along, and then Cypher has to do a Yui, turn around, and starts driving directly through Razor and his crew. Jerry, how are you aiding Cypher's role here?
Well, obviously, when I grab onto the fork, I'm going to just start laying down cover fire, dangling off of these forks with my free pistol hand at all of the dudes.
Okay, yeah, so Jerry starts laying down some covering fire. Cypher, since you're driving, I need an action roll from you.
Okay, this is going to be a helm roll.
Okay. I think with all of you recovered and the fact that you got a 6 on that last roll, there were no complications. I'm going to kick you up to a risky position. Let's call this a risky standard helm roll. Devil's Bargain, another segment of the explosion clock.
I'm aiding you too, so
Do what you want to do, just don't get us killed.
I'm not gonna take that one yet. So I have the ability Exceed Specs. While on board a ship, you may damage a ship system you have access to in order to gain plus 1d or plus 1 effect to a roll. Would a forklift count as a ship for that?
I'm gonna be mean and say no.
oh,
I would love to, but I gotta put my foot down somewhere.
All right. I'm gonna say, that's a 5 for the roll.
A 5. You do it, but there's a consequence. The consequence here is I'm going to reduce that from standard to limited effect. And so what happens is you plow through the mercenaries that are with Razor, but Razor dives out of the way just in time, rolling, Dark Souls rolling.
Nice, taking advantage of those iframes, dude.
Shit, I locked onto the wrong one.
And he raises his like, it's almost like a Gatling gun, like a laser Gatling gun that he has. This real heavy artillery. But as he like watches you basically ride the forklift right up into the Phoenix 13, he roars in frustration. Argh! And you watch as he turns around and starts sprinting out of the hangar.
Whew. Well, we got lucky with that one. Anyway, let's get out of here before this place explodes.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we gotta steal that guy from Razor.
Oh, hold on, we should check. Hey, Sparkles, you here?
Hello, Jerry. It's me, Sparkles. This is how I've always spoken. What can I do for you, mate?
Huh. Is this how you always spoke?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Cheerio.
Well, Sparkles. Oh, okay. Well, you all right? Sparkles, you're here. That means the crash is here, right?
The captain sure is here with tea and crumpets.
Dude.
Well, he's not your captain, Sparkles. You don't have to call him that. But
Well, actually, when you're on the ship, I prefer that everyone do refer to Captain Crash as Captain Crash. With that in mind, I think we should get the hell out of here.
all right, you heard him, Sparkles. Go start the ship up and get us out of here.
Aye, aye, you got it, Jerry.
But don't mess up any of my settings.
And so you guys scramble onto the Phoenix 13. And as you get ready for a liftoff, the systems are turning online. The like loading bay door is is closing, like, as you're climbing up it. You all go to your normal positions. Cypher, you see a green-furred space monkey in overalls sitting in the pilot's seat.
All right, Sparkles, good job. You can take that seat over there now.
Why can't I be the captain? I thought we were all taking turns.
Garfield, get the spray bottle.
Okay, look. Sparkles, I don't want to do this. I will spray you.
I don't believe you. You won't spray me.
Okay, I spray him.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
I told
stop
you,
it. I don't
Sparkles,
like it.
you gotta move.
Out of this game,
like
Sparkles.
There's a hierarchy here.
Hey, be careful. If you spray him too much, he multiplies like a gremlin.
Oh, jeez.
You see little, like, tumors starting to bubble up under Sparkle's fur.
Oh, no.
God, get it off my seat.
Cypher just kind of pushes him off.
Hey, Sparkles.
What? Stop it.
Well, could you, 1, stop multiplying, please? And 2, I'm sorry. And 3, where's the captain?
Oh, I put him in the VR broom closet. It seemed like the best place to stow him away.
Okay, I head to the VR broom closet. We've taken off by now, right?
So, Cypher, as you take over the pilot's seat from Jerry, you are able to pull pull out with the Phoenix 13. You leave the hangar, and you see that there is another ship that is, like, hovering just outside. And you see that Razor is running towards it, and there is, like, a dangling, like, hook coming out the bottom of it. And he grabs the hook, and it starts, like, lifting him up into the ship.
That's so cool.
It's a smaller ship. It's like I want to say a Corvette class starship compared to your freighter class. I'm sorry, it is a personal class starship. It seems like there might only be like 1 or 2 other people that can fit in it. And you watch as he, like, gets up into it as it's waiting there as you are flying out, and it then begins to chase you out into the skies of Indri.
I think we're being followed. Evasive actions.
Garfield, how does the way work? Are you able to mind meld with Razor as he chases us and mess up his abilities to drive?
I mean, maybe. You know, the thing with the way is it kind of works. Like, however, it's sort of based on your perception and how you understand the material realm that we interact with.
Do you understand the material realm in a way that you think you could do what I just described to you?
I would relate it to what I just did with meditating into someone's brain. I don't know if he's like, you know, it kind of depends on him a lot.
So are you saying that I could do anything if I learned this way thing?
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
Could I, like, fly?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't know about you. But, like, someone can definitely fly with it.
You could definitely do backflips.
Okay, that's pretty easy, though. I wouldn't, like, read into it, and they're kind of overrated.
Well, maybe I should look into this way thing.
Well, forget about the way. You can join the new way.
Well, am I more likely to fly if I learn the new way or the old way?
Oh, definitely the new way. Probably, I'm not sure, I haven't super looked into it. But probably, I would think.
I'm gonna call Razor on the radio.
Sure.
Hey, Razor buddy. Really sorry about the whole thing with your ship and stealing the Grand Faraniki from you. But how you been, man? It's been a while.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Same here. So, does this mean you found the guy? You found the other Mark?
Oh, I got him. I got him here. And next I'm gonna get you and your little crew, too.
Hey, Razor, can you even fit this many people in your little spaceship?
Who is that? I don't recognize that.
Oh, I'm Jerry. Nice to meet you. I'm new.
You'll like him. You'd like him.
Jerry, I've got some good news for you. The good news is that my bosses aren't gonna pay me for you. But they are for Cypher, Gorpheus, and Crash Jordan. So what do you say, Jerry? How about you help me out? Maybe I'll split my pay with you.
Let me ask you a question, Razor. How much time have you spent around these guys?
I think total about 7 minutes. And I hated every second of it.
Let me just say, that's gonna have to be a no. I think it's better for my health to stay on their side.
That's really sweet, Jerry.
That is where I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Jerry.
And Cypher, you can tell on your like scan systems, Razor's weapons are locking onto you.
Okay. Let's hang up on him then.
Wait, I had one more super cool thing to say.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Jerry, do you have any kind of spare parts you think you could make like an EMP that we could send at this guy?
Well, I mean, that depends. Now that we're on the spaceship, am I allowed to use other materials?
So let's talk about that real quick. Last time we did some like starship combat type stuff. I misspoke a little bit when I talk about the rules. And I say a little bit because in the context, I'm gonna say I was correct, but in the Phoenix 13, which you have not done starship combat with yet, things are a little different. So the one thing that's different here is that in addition to your standard action rolls that you can make, you can also make ship system rolls, meaning that if you are trying to use your weapons, you are going to roll based off of your ship's weaponry rating, which is 2. So, like, you would roll 2d6 for that. If you are trying to do something with the comms, you'd roll comms, whole engines, etc. Which you don't have to do. Like, I'm sure Cypher's pilot skill is better than the engine skill. But it gives, like, the characters that might not have points in those kind of things a chance to contribute. So keep that in mind. With that said, what is Jerry's plan here? What does Jerry want to try?
Well, I guess my real question is more specifically in regards to my load. You see, now that we're on the ship, do I just have access to tools and stuff?
Unfortunately, no, you cannot do that. What I will say is this is happening so quickly and under such pressure that you don't have time to fully swap out gear. You do have access to your basic ship equipment.
Here's what I want to do. Yeah, what I want to do is take a, I'm not gonna lie here, guys. I don't actually know how EMPs are made. But I'm going to say that in this sci-fi world, maybe they're something I can take a battery or something and rig some bullshit up to it and attempt to turn it into just a makeshift EMP.
You can certainly try if that is the action roll that you want to do.
Yeah. I kind of want to see if I can make something like that. Just, to try and knock out his lasers or something. I don't know. Just throw some, we've got all kinds of ship stuff here.
And one thing I want to make clear right now, you are still in the atmosphere of injury flying. You can try to make it to space, but that's going to be a little difficult to do in the middle of a dogfight. You are flying in the storm clouds, in the acid rain, over this chemical plant that you know is about to imminently explode. So with all that in mind...
Okay, look, guys, I have a plan. Fly over. I've got it. We've got to go go and fly as fast as we can. I don't know how far away we are from, but it wasn't worth going to space for it. To the bar that we were just at, the restaurant.
Why?
Because it's rigged with explosives.
Oh!
Yes! Jerry, that's a great idea.
I like where your head is at. That was in the middle of like the spaceport. So like you couldn't fly directly there necessarily. You could fly like over where that was, but you can't like land right next to it. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're not trying to land.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you punch in the coordinates back for Reeves, the central spaceport here on Indri, and you begin flying full speed as Razor is starting to fire upon you. Right now, the blasts are just sort of bouncing off your shield systems. They're able to withstand the initial outburst, but you know that they're not going to hold up indefinitely.
Okay, I got a plan. This is just a small little help out plan. I'm just gonna start meditating and try to create a psychic link between me and Razor. I want to distract him and make him bad at shooting.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna hop in our nifty new cannons.
Okay, so Jerry, you give up on the EMP plan. You go for the particle cannons. Gorpheus, you like sit down and begin meditating. I would like an action roll from you here, Gorpheus.
I can do it a tune, or I could do a sway. I'll do a tune, I guess. Risky?
To distract him, let's go with risky standard, I suppose.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. You do it, no consequence. As you meditate and you try to insert yourself across the sky into Razor's mind.
Razor.
And you just hear Razor's thoughts in your own head. And you just hear him saying,
I had such a cool thing to say. I was gonna remind them how I said I was gonna eat their bones next time I saw them, but I didn't get the chance. I'm not actually gonna eat their bones, that's gross, but it was such a cool, intimidating thing to say, and I don't know if I'll ever get another chance.
Razor!
What? What is that?
That's not cool to say.
No, it is cool.
You really gotta workshop that.
It is cool. It was so cool.
No, I wasn't intimidated at all.
Yes, you were. Who is this?
Eat my bones? It just sounds weird. It makes you sound weird. This is Gorpheus, your friend.
You're not my friend. I'm gonna catch you, and I'm gonna turn you into weird aliens so I can get money.
No. You're just gonna keep following us, and then we'll catch you, and then we'll be friends, but we will turn you in.
Tell your friends I'm gonna eat their bones.
No, I'm not gonna tell them that. I'm doing you a favor. You'll thank me later.
and Cypher and Jerry, you just see that Razor's shots just start going like super wide. Like he is clearly not fully concentrating on
Where did this guy learn to aim? What a loser.
Which gives the two of you a chance to do something here. What do you want to do?
So I think I'm on the same page as Jerry here, that I need to lead Razor back to the kitchen, do kind of like a swoop down by the kitchen, and then as Razor's following, if he can get close enough, we'll use the detonator, blow up the kitchen, and hopefully damage the ship a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this idea. I love that it builds on something that you did on like the first part of this job that didn't go anywhere at the time. But we could all bring it back.
I was going to find a way to blow up that kitchen, baby.
I'm so happy it came back.
Give me some kind of action roll for this.
I think it's just my helm roll to get this maneuver perfectly. And I will also use the detonator item.
Very good. I'm gonna say because of Gorpheus, you're now in a controlled position for this, as Racer is not fully focused on you, on what he's doing.
I also got a gambit.
Oh yes, yeah, you got a 6 on a risky roll, so that is another gambit. So give me a controlled standard helm roll.
Suppressing fire! I'd like to give him an additional dice by shooting generally at Razor.
Yeah, absolutely. So sort of comboing with Gorpheus's distraction, you start firing the particle cannons, just these big laser blasts, boom, 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 out from your new like heavy artillery. And that will give Cypher a bonus die on this.
Oh my god. All those dice.
A 5 is you do it, but there is a consequence. You swoop down as low as you possibly can to the spaceport Reeves. As you do, like, you're getting like immediate calls from, you know, basically air traffic control being like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? No, you're getting too low, rise, rise, rise. As you are, like, it looks like you are about to crash into the spaceport, but you pull up at the last possible moment. Razor is right behind you in his smaller ship, and right as he begins to rise right over the Ashen Knives kitchen, you and Jerry simultaneously activate your detonators, and the explosives that were set up a while ago cause a huge explosion, boom, upwards, sending shrapnel up into the air, into Razor's ship, damaging his systems pretty significantly. And he starts to like wobble as he's flying. You don't think he's going to be able to maintain the level of flight that he has been doing. More than that, you see behind you in the rear view mirror of your space tow truck taxi cab an absolutely colossal fireball from out in the stormlands here on this planet. It is a straight up mushroom cloud in the sky. Boom! Shockwave rolls across the ground.
I think Torn's gone.
You are going to get significant heat from this job.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay.
This job's going really well, guys.
I want to take the hook.
Yes.
I'm thinking I take the hook and I shoot
Razor's ship and tow it out into space.
Exactly.
Tow his damaged ass ship with our better ship.
Okay, so Gorpheus, you start to man the grappling hook, and you try and make contact with Razor's damaged ship. Give me an action roll.
So I was thinking a scrap, maybe a helm.
You can absolutely do scrap or helm, or because you're using your ship's weapon systems, you can make a weapon system roll.
Yeah, it's 2 dice.
It's 2 dice.
Yeah, you have 2 points in your weapon system, so that would be 2 dice.
Just risky standard.
Controlled great, in fact.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Woo! A controlled 4. So this is that you hesitate. So you can either realize that this approach is not going to be as successful as it possibly could, or you can do it with a minor consequence.
I'll do it with a minor consequence.
Okay, so Gorpheus, you fire the grappling hook, whizzes through the air, makes direct contact with the damaged, stalling spaceship, and you know you got this baby hooked. And as you do, Cypher, you can start kicking into high gear the thrusters to leave the atmosphere and drag Razor's ship with you.
But
the minor complication here I'm gonna give you, I think, is gonna be pretty benign. In addition to all the heat that you have garnered from this job, this is also just so chaotic, so loud, so much going on that I am going to give you a 1 status penalty with, let's say, the hegemonic news network, who are going to do all sorts of unflattering reports about the Phoenix 13 and the chaos that you have done here today.
Oh no.
Yeah, probably not great for your brand.
Okay, this is going great. We got it. Let's shoot up into the atmosphere and get the heck schnozzing out of here.
And so you do successfully leave the atmosphere of injury behind. And you go back into the cold void of space. The captain is rescued. Razor is captured. And also, you have Pasha the Rock Lenser still in your brig, and he has woken up.
I've been waiting for that to come up.
As things start to calm down and silence starts to wash over, and like Razor stops fighting back against the grappling hook, you can tell that he realizes that he has lost today. You hear a sarcastic, slow clap start to echo through the Phoenix 13.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm just saying it's not my place, you know, as the part of, not really part of the crew, you know, and everything. But that guy is definitely going to seek revenge and try and slit the throat of everybody you've ever met. So I'd just shoot him in the head.
Ah, wait. The Rock. He's a friend. How's it going, man?
Sorry about the kitchen.
And the kidnapping.
Now that is an interesting question, Gorpheus. You see, I did think we were friends. I thought we were new, very good friends. Up until the moment the 3 of you tackled me and injected me with some sort of sleep chemicals, knockout drugs, if you will. And then I awoke on this piss-poor rust bucket of a spaceship. Would you care to explain what all that is about, Buckcock?
Sure. First, I want to just really quick check my phone, check the, space web. And I want to see if there's a bounty on this guy at all.
I mean, absolutely somebody would be willing to pay for this guy. He is a high-ranking member of a criminal syndicate.
Cool. Sounds like a plan. All right.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I think Gorpheus is gonna start talking, show me like his phone with the bounty on it. I'm just like, oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So, The Rock, did I tell you about the new way?
Oh, I don't recall. Please do. I would love to hear about the new way.
Well, it's kind of a new thing I'm working on, right? And it's still a lot of workshopping we got.
I was lying. I don't care about the new way. Tell me why I'm here. Tell me what you're doing with me.
We're really sorry. We had a vendetta against Thorn, and we heard that you were like his only friend. So we figured, because he had captured our captain, that we could do like a hostage exchange, but then you were way cooler during the game night than we thought you'd be. So we became friends with you.
Well, you told me that Thorn was gonna betray me.
Yeah, we didn't think you'd believe that.
Yeah, well, he wasn't. He wasn't at all.
What?
But then, when we tried to offer a trade, he didn't want it at all. He didn't care about you.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah, dude. He was like, nah, dude, just kill him. He doesn't...
So we were like, shit, we have nothing to do. So we just went in and just kind of stole the captain ourselves and killed Thorn. So he's dead now.
He wasn't gonna exchange hostages for me?
No, he said he liked torturing people too much for that.
I mean, no, he's like cold stone evil, man.
I would've given up a hostage for him.
There, buddy. I get it. You know, you never really know someone, am I right?
Well, I suppose you do not.
I hope this has been a lesson to you.
Sorry about that. And then, we were just kind of on the mission at that point, and so we had to just kind of keep you locked up here.
So wait, serious question. Do you really eat people?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god, yeah, we're definitely gonna take the bounty on you, man. That's fucked up.
Don't say that in front of him, Gorpheus. Come on,
I don't feel bad about it.
Wait. You don't want to do that, my friends.
We're bounty hunters. It's like what we do.
It's what we're supposed to do.
Sure, I get that. Though I have heard you don't actually hunt a lot of bounties, just what I've heard. Just from what, maybe 29 episodes of a true crime podcast I've been listening to. It seems like you're often interested in other ventures rather than hunting bounties.
Well, it's a good a time to start as any, I think.
Yeah, it's usually like a real moral dilemma, but I feel like you've kind of made it an easy one.
No, it is a moral dilemma. It is.
No, dude, all you had to do was lie about eating people, and I kind of would have felt bad.
But then I would be a liar.
Yeah, which somehow feels less terrible than being a cannibal. See, that's the point. I'm not a liar either now. So we're both in the good. We're both in the green until he eats people. Now he's in the red. Boom.
Gorpheus is making a lot of good points, Rock. Any rebuttal?
Yes, you don't want to turn me in for a bounty. Sure, the Cobalt Syndicate or House Malclaith might pay a pretty pound of creds for me. But if you do that, the Ashen Knives, they're not going to be too happy about that. But if you let me go, I'll put in a good word. I'll make sure that the Ashen Knives know this was all just a misunderstanding. Clear up any and all senses of unease between you and them. And what's more? How about 10 creds to just let me out on the next planet you stop on.
I like to imagine the jail cell has a button for like a blast door, that just goes up and down. So Jerry presses the button. He's speaking a lot of sense.
What? No, he's not.
See, here's the thing. It's not even the money. You guys can keep the money. It's the Ashen Knives. Not the Ashen Knives. They, they're like an assassin's guild, guys. And you're pretty much enemies with everybody.
That's not true. We're doing great with the Cult of the Seekers.
Yeah, the Seekers, and, I'm not sure how the pirates are gonna feel about you now.
Your bra Raheem is your argument? Come on, man.
Okay, dude, it's not him, obviously. That's one guy, okay? Look, we're definitely...
You only know, the two from the stories you've been telling me.
I need you to stop, okay? You need to chill a little bit, okay? We're not letting go of the prisoner yet. We'll talk when Captain Crash
How
gets
much is
up,
this
okay?
bounty for? How many creds is the bounty?
It's less about the amount of creds. It's more about the fact
yes,
that
it is. It is less than 10. I promise you that.
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Let's wait till Captain Crash gets up. I'm not having this argument with you, Cypher, and a freaking pirate guy who...
Gorvis, that's not fair. This is still my mission.
Crash is basically just a freaking pirate guy too.
He's different. He is our captain. Okay, it's a different thing. Just you gotta listen to me here. Okay?
I am acting captain until Crash wakes up. I don't know, Gorpheus. It kind of makes sense.
This is a mistake. Cypher.
How many creds was the
bounty? I don't know.
Bounty, yeah.
Were we able to find a legitimate money number on that?
The two groups that would seem most interested in a high-ranking member of the Ashen Knives return to them, one is the Cobalt Syndicate, which is sort of a mid-rank labor union type group that the Ashen Knives just mess with a lot. And they undercut them, and they're enemies. The other group is House Malclaith, which is a noble house.
Where is the noble house located? Is it in a system that we're heavily wanted in, is my question.
So that House Malclaith actually technically, quote unquote, owns the entire Procyon sector. But they're the ones who are in charge of the Procyon sector. That the governor of the sector, Ritam al Malclaith, is known to rarely leave his estate on the planet Warren.
Let's go to Warren.
All right. Are we heavily wanted in Rin?
No, you are not.
Where would we find the Cobalt Syndicate?
The Cobalt Syndicate, that their HQ is a mining quarry called The Pit on Aleph, the planet Aleph, which is in the Rin sector.
Alright, but Gorpheus, let's be honest, we're flat broke right now. We're not gonna sell them to the Cobalt Syndicate, right? That seems like the worst of the three options. I'm just saying.
Well, we might. We're trying to do the right thing, kind of. Okay, Cypher, I feel like we just did a bunch of crazy shit, and I'm kind of having a bit of a crisis of faith here, okay? I just kind of want to do something good for the galaxy, if we could.
Well, those guys that own the whole galaxy, they, seem to do all right for the rest of us.
I don't know.
I'm certainly living at large. Am I right? We can remove the greatest pilot in the galaxy.
I'm just saying, we could, by having powerful friends, we can do more good for the galaxy than by doing the small good right now and giving him to those people, because then we can do personally less good in the future.
Okay, I don't like you putting it that way, but I guess since you guys agreed to, we're gonna just collect a bounty on this guy, I'm willing to go with House Malclaith, as long as we're just gonna, we're not letting this guy, we're not doing that.
Whatever the captain says, am I right, Captain Cypher?
All right. If Gorpheus is uncomfortable with us letting him free, I will settle for us selling him to the highest bidder.
Yeah, but that does remind me, while we're flying, can Cypher send a message to the what is the robot guild called? Conclave
01? You want to reach out to them again? Haven't done anything with them since the race.
Yeah, I'd like to send them the information I got about the plans of the Engineers Guild.
Yeah, for sure. We'll come back to that at some point, but yes, absolutely. I want to know, what are you doing with The Rock? What are you doing with Razor? You got Razor.
Well, what are we gonna do? It's in a different system, isn't it? Or we got too many prisoners? Do we have multiple brigs or cells in the brig?
He's in his ship, which we are towing. Can we jump while towing?
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah, I guess that probably is what it's for, right? Like, you gotta be able to tow stuff from system to system.
Jump-proof cable?
Jump-proof cable, yeah.
We have to take him to Breck, don't we?
No, so you were told by the Sahir that when you have captured the initial quarry, Pol Venker, who maybe Razor has, he said he had.
Yeah, right.
And once you have that, and if you are also able to capture the other group of hunter, to take them to the Sahir embassy, which is also on the planet Warren.
Oh, it's our most productive bounty
Beautiful.
hunting quest.
So if you go to Warren, you can knock out both of these bounties at once.
I think that's the destination then.
Yeah, I know, right? Should we, before we stop at Warren, should we just double check that Razor has the guy?
I figure we can check when we get on planet.
Sounds like a plan. I think we're going to Warren.
So you punch in the coordinates for Warren. You hit the jump gate and go from the Iota system to the Rin system, and then fly basically all the way, like halfway through the system, to the closest planet to the Rin sun. But you don't land on that planet. You land on a small moon that is orbiting that planet. This is Warren. Spanning the entire surface of the moon is a single city. And this is the capital of the entire system and the Procyon sector itself. It is the biggest metropolis, the most beautiful place you have ever seen. You've been to Nightfall, which is also like basically one big city, but that was nothing compared to this. Here, like, the streets are paved with gold. The towers are works of art. The people are beautiful, so beautiful as they're walking around. You touch down at the spaceport here in Warren, and you begin to unload your quarries. You put the Rock in cuffs. You open the now malfunctioning ship that Razor was piloting. You put him in cuffs. You see also in the ship, there's what looks like a middle-aged man that, balding with a comb over, pot belly, but like every 45 seconds, he sort of phases out of reality for a moment, which you know to be Pol Venker of the Ghosts, the scientist who made a breakthrough that the Sahir were looking to acquire. And as you see that guy for the first time, he's just like, "Oh, hello."
Oh, hey, Paul, I presume?
It's Dr. Venker, isn't it? I think we should be respectful here.
Yes, actually, yes. Thank you. I am a doctor. I actually have several doctorates. Are you here to rescue me from this crazed bounty hunter who broke into my laboratory and kidnapped me?
Sort of?
I don't love that. What does that mean? Sort of.
Yeah, it wasn't too reassuring.
Well, I wasn't misleading then. We were hired to capture and bring you to someone who paid us.
But we're nicer than him. You know, well, he sucks. Let's be real here.
You're not here to free me, are you?
Not really, but I don't know. We could be convinced. We try to be good people.
Would you please let me go?
Yeah, what's your deal? Why were we hired to get you?
Technology, right?
I guess Razor wasn't really clear. He just said that some aliens wanted to pay for me.
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Multiple Doctorates. Why would some aliens want to pay for you?
Probably for my technology and my knowledge.
Yeah, probably a good guess, huh?
What technology are you working on?
It's science stuff. You wouldn't understand. How many doctorates do you have?
Hey, you're speaking to the greatest racer in the galaxy over there, trademarked. You better watch your tone, Doctor.
Thank you.
I mean, that's great. I wouldn't question their capabilities when it came to racing. Why are you questioning mine when it comes to theoretical alternate dimension communication devices?
That's all I needed to hear. You're being rude right now, sir. I'm inclined to sell you right now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you feel I'm being rude. I am in a very precarious situation right now.
Yeah, a very precarious situation in which you're talking to your new captors.
Are you gonna let me go or not?
We're not, but wait, who paid us to get this guy?
Those really shady people that we sold the Grand Faraniki to.
You guys are so great at remembering these things. Really makes me feel valued as a GM.
We're just more character focused than faction focused. Hey, you forgot Razor's name.
I didn't. Razor's that got name. Edited out.
You're right. You did.
It's the Sahir. I've said it like 5 times this episode.
Okay, I thought it was the Sahir, but yeah, okay. Okay, you're right. Why do they hate us? Why are they mad at us? That's what threw me off.
Because Razor was supposed to get the Grand Faraniki for them. God, you guys don't remember anything from a year ago.
Nope. Sorry.
So, I'm just gonna ask one more time, just in case. Can I please be free?
Guess not.
And so you guys take your 3 captured quarries and you descend into the streets of Warren, ready to claim your bounties and finally end this job and go into downtime, which we will get into next episode of Escape the Dungeon. Thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nate. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.